Hmm. Looks like the weather cooled down a bit. Hmm. Didn't expect it. Yeah, fucking unexpected live, to be honest with you. Unexpected. I'm fucking tired today, though. Fucking heat got to me. I was doing them pulls. I was thinking about doing lift, but I couldn't even get out of bed. How was lift? I only did a little bit, so I think it's pretty good. I just have to I kind of have to plan it out better. That's what it is. Like if I wanted to make more money, I would have to travel like kind of further than where I live at, kind of. I might try it during the day tomorrow. I want to see what it's like. See if I get some airport pickups or some shit. Or maybe just whatever I find. I saw the schedule rides. There was ones that were $9, $10 at 4 a.m. I'm not gonna be up at that time. I was like, nah. Is this tea advice, by the way? Uh, trying to, trying to. Fucking hard, man. Yeah, I do it. I do it because of your fucking channel name. Saw a lot of green collar workers say. There's a time where I did a pool. I think it was like last week. I was encountering green collar workers. They actually helped me get rid of debris out of the pool. They used their blower and fucking blew it out of the pool somehow. I actually appreciate them for that. Having hope in people is annoying. Yeah, I mean, you can't have hope in everybody, you know? Because not everyone, you know. Like, it depends on what it is, I guess. Why do we crave to give people chances? I mean, I guess if it's like people that's close to you, you think that they're able to do it, then I guess it's worth giving them a chance. But I guess, like if you see them and they just keep doing the same thing, you can't give them chances, you know. Yeah, I'll be spitting while I'll be smoking while I'm like brushing the pool around them. Yeah. 'Cause, 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 Just, yeah, I mean, it's not easy, especially if it's people that you're close to, like family. That's hard to give up on. Especially if you had like close friends for a while and it just didn't work out, you know? It's hard to like kind of separate from people like that. Especially like people you do all your fucking life, you know? So, one thing I see, like, these landscapers, they go up the ladder and trim those palm trees. Those shits are fucking high. That shit's fucking high to trim and cut back. Sometimes probably people don't even know that they're being terrible to others, you know? It could be that too, to be honest with you. Yeah, sometimes going no contact, like, people can harass you more too. It's like you gotta take an extra step further and just kind of, like, say, get a new phone plan with a different number, you know? I don't know. I feel like some people don't though. Some people don't know what they're doing. Some of them, but yeah, I'll say most people do though. I'm great. Yeah, I did a pool, my last pool today. It was just there was so much shit. Like I had these two dogs came out. One dog was friendly as shit, and then the other dog just kept barking at me the whole fucking time. It almost looked like it was aggressive and scared. I was like, where are the owners at? You know, these these people I go to like never pick up their dog poop at all. I almost feel like I'm stepping in shit constantly. You've been here for a while though, Rohai. You've been here for like a couple years. Yeah, they do, man. I can't stand it. Especially doing like pools or like landscaping. You're like going to someone's house to work on. They bark at you. The worst part is the dog shit, man. These people just don't want to like pick up their dog poop when they want work done at their house. I don't get it, you know? Might make a video on that type of shit. Literally. Might make a video on that. I mean, you have the right to be angry, man. Your family didn't treat you right, especially your dad and your sister, you know? Especially your sister, like, begging money from you, and your dad just neglecting your needs. What's up, Lucas? Yeah, true, man. Not a lot of kind people out there. I'll tell you this, I ain't the best person either, you know? I'm not always, like, good, but I don't like to be a shit person either. Yeah, it does feel like hell, man. I think it does. I bought a mic for my phone. I gotta test it out for tomorrow. See if it works good. Yeah, life is very beautiful. You go to work and you're sweating and drenched in like mud and dirt, and you get paid $10 an hour dealing with all these coworkers and dealing with a boss telling you to get your job done and stop being lazy. That's how beautiful it is. Uh, Feeling okay, I guess. I guess the heat can kind of get to me though. It's been in the 100 teens here this week. Been kind of brutal with that. Yeah, I agree, Rohai. Cowardly people are one of the worst. I'll say. What happened to Life is Overrated? He he deleted all his videos. He I think it's probably something similar to what I did to my old channel. I mean, it's hard to make that type of content and mental health, uh, the audience. You know what I mean? I mean, I understand why he did it. You know, what probably a bunch of reasons. I mean, I liked his videos. I've been watching him since he created his channel and shit. So, what's up, Gamer Stance? Yeah, there's times where I wonder that too. How long am I gonna be here for? It's like I just hope it's not a painful one, you know. Yeah, being busy and productive are two different things, man. Most people are busy in life. What's not that intelligent? Yeah, a lot of pessimism is truth, you know. I think optimism is too, but I think both can get overboard at times, you know. Try to think realistically about stuff, but I'm not always like that every day. Definitely live until 70. Yeah, that's when I'm gonna retire. That's my retirement age. I'll be I'll be trimming a tree or something and die on the tree. Yeah, like a tree climber. Yeah. Yeah, I don't like fake positivity either, man. Toxic positivity's like a big one because they really think differently about you behind closed doors. They're they're talking smack behind your back and everything, and they act nice to your face. You know, surviving like always. Yeah, I feel that, man. That's what I'm doing too. Surviving in this world. He's a bad actor. Yeah, I never really got into The Rock, to be honest with you. I guess he's good at WWE, but I guess that's about it. But never really got into him, so I don't have that much of an opinion on The Rock. Yeah, Black Pill does have a lot of truth in it. That's for sure. I think so. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of things humans don't need, you know, a lot of superficial stuff. We would be more simple creatures if we weren't chasing material items and chase validation all the time, you know, but at the same time, that's like in our nature, it seems. They say that, like, if you don't have that much of a status, there's more of a likely chance you want to have children, you know? That's what they say. Yeah, I feel that, man. I don't like fake positivity either. I mean, I like someone that's genuine about stuff. Yeah, let's hope so too. I mean, I still like to have some hope for things to get better, you know? I hope so too, man. Hopefully it's not getting so dystopian the older I get. Kind of hard to believe, though, almost. Yeah, you've been watching since you were a kid. Yeah, I mean, I'll say for me, I think. I mean, I had good things happen to me in my life, but there was always certain things that put me down, and I had a lot of bad experiences personally. And then I guess when I got older, I kind of looked kind of beyond like my own personal experiences, like what other people are going through. So I kind of leaned more like that, like in my 20s more. In my teens, I was kind of more optimistic, kind of, you know. Yeah, I don't like small talk either, man. I mean, today I was at a meeting for my job, and it was kind of awkward. You go there, they give you food or something, which is okay. But the I don't know what I consider this guy. He's like he owns the company or something, and basically there's a new guy that was there that started working for us, and the boss would say, like, everybody, if you guys had three apps to eliminate, what would they be? And then it's just like awkward. Say, like, everyone had, like, each person had to stand up, even myself, and I just had to make up something. It's just kind of cringe. And then there's a bunch of small talk at the table. It's something else. And then there was this one lady that she's like the owner of the company, and it just felt kind of awkward when it was something about the three apps, but she said that she would like to have sex with her fucking husband more, and everyone turned silent. It was fucking weird. I don't think it was like sex with her husband more, but she just felt like she needed to do something with her husband. Yeah, because people are uncomfortable with it. I mean, if people are depressed and they're projecting their insecurities and putting other people down, that's one thing. There's depressed people that do that, but there's depressed people that need to be heard and shouldn't be ignored for what they're dealing with. I think that's the problem. I think a lot of people don't have that energy to, like, listen to someone that's depressed, because it takes time. It really does. What's up, Gorilla Bear Tick? Change requires great sacrifice. Yeah, depends on what it is, I guess, right? Yeah, burn down warehouses. Yeah, it's kind of like that guy in California, right? He's trying to make a statement with not getting paid enough or something. People say, like, that guy should just go out there and get another job. It's not easy depending on circumstance. I mean, I don't support what that guy did. I don't think it really leads to anywhere, but you kind of understand, like, I guess his frustration. So, he's a phony? Well, why is he a phony, though? I don't really know too much about The Rock. How come? Terminator films? Yeah, I like the Terminator too, man. Especially 1, 2, and 3. They're all pretty good. It's kind of turning into that a little bit, in a way, right now. The Terminator. They cry to use you. Yeah, you can't. That's the thing. Like, just cut them out. I mean, I think you should, like, if you still, like, kind of have contact with them, you should try to eliminate that. Try not to even talk to them ever. Yeah, I think it's gonna get worse with that. social media is amplifying a lot of things, and you're gonna see more inkwells. You're gonna see more people single. That's what it's gonna be. Yeah, I don't think humans are gonna live forever, man. I think that's inevitable, to be honest with you. So, yeah, I think feminism can go to the extreme, especially when it can lead to misandry. I don't think that's good. I mean, I support it when it's like they want opportunities, the right to vote, and things like that. But yeah, I don't like the extreme feminism though. You know, so fake and forced. Yeah, maybe he's putting on a mask for some reason. That's probably what that is. Yeah, but at the same time, you want. I think it's best to cut them off though, so you don't have to hear them ask for more things. Why would you keep them around? While I kind of get it. You want to prove them wrong. You look at me. I make a good amount of money. I'm in a better situation than my family. But uh, if they keep like messaging you and stuff like that, what's the point? So the dystopia will take over and consume all who made no effort to fight against it. Yeah, I think it's just getting more dystopian no matter what, man. It's been getting like this like every year, to be honest with you. After right to vote. Yeah. I mean, there's definitely a lot of women that vote for the wrong things, I'll say. I guess men could be the same. But yeah, I get what you mean though. You don't talk to them. They just watch your stuff. Oh, okay. I thought you said that they were talking to you. They were asking for shit or something. Thing is, I have the right to vote, but I don't vote. So I don't see the point, to be honest. That's terrible, man. It's something that you don't deserve or ask for, Luke. The autoimmune diseases. That's something that's like uncontrollable. That's terrible, man. Yeah, I mean, if you like your family, there's nothing wrong with keeping contact. I mean, I talk to my brothers, that's about it. I don't really talk to my dad. Obviously, is that reason what happened. And my mom, I haven't talked to her in almost 4 years. So, yeah, you wouldn't reply back. Yeah, I get you, man. Guess it's just best to not reply back. I think kind of replying back to them kind of stirs up more tension. Could be just unnecessary energy. Yeah, that's terrible, man. Yeah, it's definitely hard to deal with the autoimmune disease and stuff. It's not easy to deal with. Traders. Yeah, I'll say so. They didn't do a good job being a parents to you, man. So, how's it going? Doing all right. Just chilling outside, I guess. Pretty fucking tired today. I was working in like 100 some 10-degree weather. Something. Every single house I go to, I smell dog shit everywhere. And I look at my shoes. I'm like lucky I don't step in it. Oh, you're leaving? Alright, man. It's good talk to you, man. If you ever want to hop on here or the Discord talk, you can if you want to. So, I don't know if I should turn that light on. I don't know if my roommate would like that, to be honest. Yeah. So, yeah, supposedly my roommate a couple days ago had a lasagna party here. He brought his hiking friends here. It was pretty cool, I'll say. His friends are pretty cool to talk to. So, I mean, I would, to me, like, I don't consider myself 100% doomer, to be honest. I mean, I just kind of, I've been doing it for a while, so I guess that's probably why it doesn't bother me as much, I guess, you know. But it still makes me kind of, I feel anxious at times, though. Uh, I mean, there's times where I make videos and I do get anxious making them at first, and I delete them a lot, and then uh, I just kind of feel like I wait until I feel like it's kind of good, you know. I'm like one of those people. But yeah, I mean, it's understandable to have social anxiety doing YouTube, no matter what it is, doomer or like whatever content you're doing. You have all kinds of people judging you, and you know, you'll have people trying to dox you or something, try to dig deep into your life, and it's something else. Yeah, it's not. I'll say it's not easy doing like that content, that doomer shit, the black pill shit, like anti-nihilist shit or something, or uh, you know, because that's not easy to do. You know, you have people, all kinds of people judging you all the time. So I feel like the more you like don't absorb like a lot of the comments and stuff, I feel like you won't feel like as uh, you won't feel as bad, you know. If you absorb too much of the comments all the time, can it can get to you. I mean, it has done to me, you know. I'm not gonna lie about that. What's up, Shay? What's going on, man? Doing all right, I guess. Kind of tired today. Fuck, the heat kind of got to me a little bit. Fucking hot out here. Um, for me, I mean, I have autism too, but I don't, I'll say for me, I don't have the best, like, way to connect with people as well, man. I, especially during school years, that was probably the most difficult time for me. Got, I was a reject in school. I got made fun of a lot. Uh, I guess part of it was me trying to fit in, try to get a status. So part of it was me, but at the same time, like, there's a lot of douchey people in school, and I got treated like garbage. I didn't have like a lot of meaningful connections in school like that. I only have like one friend from my hometown I went to school with, and his brother, and that's it. And I guess maybe his friends as acquaintances. Other than that, I don't talk to a lot of people, you know. One thing I probably can do more is like I make acquaintances easily, but just having like that deep connection and just trying to like find like a good friend, it's not easy, you know. Yeah, the heat and humidity. Yeah, I bet, man. I feel like it's very humid where you're at in Canada. It's been uh, it's been kind of humid here a little bit, but it's been like dry heat. It's kind of it's crazy. It hasn't even rained since I moved here too, which is crazy. Yeah, the heat can get to you, man. Like if you are out in the sun, it can get you tired. You know, it's like it's best to hydrate and try to cool down, get some shade if you're out there. But it's definitely not easy, depending on what you're doing. You know, not an easy thing. Especially Arizona. Arizona's heat's fucking hot. If you don't hydrate yourself enough or just like get enough shade, you'll feel tired pretty badly here, I'll say. So, like, I was trying to clean this salt cell, this pool, and it was shit. It sucked because like I couldn't tighten the fucking salt cell because the thread was messed up, and every time I felt like I tightened it, it was leaking. And while I was like on my knee and trying to fix it because it was kind of low on the ground. I was sweating bullets. I was it was bad. I was wearing a hat. I was wearing like I don't know what you call it, like thermal clothing or something. All that shit. It's fucking hot. Drive to late, drive to Michigan late July. That'll be cool, man. Nothing wrong with exploring the states. Michigan has some cool things over there. You got that nature and you got the lakes, you know. It's probably worth it. Be cool. How far that? How far is that of a drive from like where you live at? Yeah, nothing wrong with exploring, man. See something different. I think that's a good way to relieve like what's going on, you know. Just kind of see something new and it's more interesting. 4 hours? Yeah, it's pretty far. It's not too bad though. I think it could be worth the drive, man. Probably get some good scenery. Probably get like a scenic route. I drove from like Sioux Falls to like Mount Rushmore. It was like 5 hours. It was pretty decent drive, but it was kind of worth it. Kind of see some stuff. I mean, I think if you did that, I think that'll be pretty cool, you know? Indiana and Michigan. Yeah, that sounds about right. Indiana, I think, is even further down. Pretty sure. Yeah, Central Time. Yeah, you'll notice a difference with Central Time. You'll go to Central Time; it's an hour before. It's crazy. Once you like say you use your phone as a GPS, you see the time. It fucking changes. Toyota Camry SC 2026. That's pretty good, man. 51 miles per gallon. That's good on the road, right there. I mean, I don't have a favorite car necessarily, but um, but like before, like I was homeless, I was gonna get a pickup truck to help my dad. I kind of always liked the Silverados; they were cool. So I kind of like pickup trucks, but I don't really care anymore to get one. Maybe if I bought like a vehicle, I would get a Ford Maverick. Those are pretty good trucks. They're like they don't have a big bed, but they're good on gas. Is a thing. Wouldn't mind driving them, or maybe like a Subaru or something. I don't know. I'm not crazy about luxurious stuff, really. What's up, couple beers? Yeah, same thing for me. Work and chores, and first time dealing with the 100 teens, man. That shit was brutal. I prefer it though over the cold though. Nah, Toyota never wins, dude. You know what always wins, T? Volkswagens, and you already know it. Didn't you just say, did you tell me today, T, that your car broke down? You told me your car broke down. Tells you what Toyota is. But nah, I'm fucking around. They're good cars though. Best on the road, Toyota, Honda. Volkswagens are good too, except the ones that are like uh, from 2014 and below. From what I heard, had they get a lawsuit. Yeah, they're easy to fix and maintain. Yeah, I believe it. They're not complicated. I heard someone say that shit on YouTube. They say like my car that I drive is complicated. My one ride along guy, he's like pretty knowledgeable of cars. He says Volkswagens are difficult to deal with. Your fob battery for your key. Yeah, that's a pain in the ass though. They're not too much, but they're a pain in the ass. I had to do that shit in South Dakota too. My fob battery wasn't working for my key. I had to go to AutoZone. Yeah, 115. Yeah, that's crazy, man. It's different heat though, I'll say. I ran 10 miles like a week. What was it? Yeah, last week I ran 10 miles. And it was pretty brutal doing that in the morning. It wasn't in the 100 teens. Damn, 119? That's insane. I'm gonna experience that shit. It's like I went from like negative 50 to 119. 63 Shelby GT. What kind of car? What kind of car is that? I'm not sure what that is. I'm I'm assuming they're good on the road and they're nice classic cars to own. Yeah, we can hang out tomorrow, man. Tomorrow night would be cool. You pick the spot, I'll say. And I'll I'll be up there. Saturday's cool, man. I'm down to hang out tomorrow. So yeah, but you can use your like key and insert it and just kind of do it by hand, though, right? Or does your car not do that? That shit sucks, you know. Yeah, I mean, I had to time that shit though. I had to do that shit in the morning. The morning was when it was all right, and then once I was done, it got super hot. It was something else. Couldn't walk a mile. I don't blame you, man. it's it's not easy. I work outside in this, so I try to be in the shade. I try to turn the AC in my truck when I work at this job. So, and then I work that trash job, and I mean, in the evening it's not so bad. So I don't mind that much. So, muscle car, old derby racer. That's cool. Yeah, if you're a car guy, I feel like you gotta be into the muscle cars, in my opinion. But that's cool. They're probably pretty fast, right? Yeah, you can hit me up on Discord, man. Yeah, let me know where you want to hang out. I'll meet you there. Yeah, walk into a furnace. Yeah, I believe it, man. It's fucking hot. Yeah, and the Middle East can be very hot too. That's a hot place, like Dubai. I heard that's a hot fucking place to live. I think they're more humid. Yeah, supposedly next weekend I'm going to some river tube like float, and I'll be sitting in my floaty, and I guess swimming in this river for like 8 hours. So it seems pretty cool though. My roommate and his friends are doing it, so I was like, why not? You know, might as well check it out. But his one friend told me I gotta wear some sunscreen, so I gotta fucking do that. 115 Kuwait? That's fucking insane, dude. That's fucking hot. That's like Arizona temperature right there. Sounds like a big whiplash right there. Yeah, I probably will bring flip flops with me. Probably like the ones I'm wearing now. Yeah, I'm gonna be toast with sunburn. Seriously. But yeah, I like been living in Arizona though. It's very interesting here. There's a lot of different things to do and stuff like that and stuff. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to care about abusive liars. Fuck that shit. It's probably hard when, like, say, they're good at manipulating, you know? But yeah, I guess once you catch on to their lies, you get rid of them. Oh, you were doing something similar? Yeah, probably. I'm assuming your feet probably got sunburnt, right? Like barefoot. Yeah, because that blazing sun can really get you. That sounded like pretty good time though. Sound like, right? It seems pretty cool. Yeah, I like doing like water activities, kind of swimming, I guess, going on a float, or just going by the beach and boogie board or something. Pretty cool. I wear a sombrero. I wear a sombrero hat. I found it in my truck, and I use that sombrero hat when I'm like working out there. It actually helps with my face. It fucking like it covers like my face so I don't get sunburned. Yeah, face scarf. I've seen people do that too. A bunch of the landscapers I've seen out here do it. That's a smart move right there. Yeah, I wear like these thermal shirts, and they're like long sleeves, and it helps. I'll say. But damn, smashed your head. Damn, that's terrible. That happened though. But looks like you enjoyed it though, right? I guess overall, I guess it wasn't too bad hitting the head, and I guess you just enjoyed like the like swimming in the river, you know. I wear a sombrero hat and the face scarf. Yeah, you kind of have to this time of year. It sounds like in Arizona. I never seen that shit in South Dakota or Pennsylvania. So, what was it all for, really? Well, I guess it's just generational trauma. It sounds like that's what it sounds like to me. Um, yeah, I mean, what were they doing it for? You know, why would they have children and do that type of shit? Cut you a bit. Yeah, accident prone. Yeah, I feel that, man. I kind of have that physical pain tolerance for a lot of things, but mental pain, I'm weak with that. That's why I take medication for the mental pain. But yeah, physical pain, uh, I feel like isn't as bad, you know. Yeah, desperate to have kids, but then when they have children, they don't act like good parents. Yeah, you know when people are desperate to have kids, they weren't prepared, you know. They weren't aware, most likely. Getting worse. Yeah, I mean, I noticed in Arizona though, gas is going down though. I'll say. Um, but yeah, I mean, still not enough. Like, I guess there's a lot of areas where the job market isn't at its best. You know, if you live in like a city where the unemployment rate's high and it's very competitive, it can be hard to get a job. You know, I think it depends on where you live at a lot of the times. When I lived in South Dakota, it was easy to get a job, but it was the most of those jobs over there weren't like good jobs. They didn't have a good incentive, and they didn't have good promotions and stuff like that. Yeah, generational trauma is a tragedy. Seems like the only way to stop it is to not have them. You know, got both. Yeah, I mean, physical pain, mental pain sucks. You know, the older you get, it seems like your body and mind can only tolerate so much. Yeah, it's easier said than done to just go to the Philippines or Mexico, man. I mean, yeah, your money can go further, but it's easier said than done. And say if you were a citizen over there, uh, their currency isn't as good as like first world countries, you know? That's the thing. But yeah, when people say that shit, it's easier said than done. I mean, it could be possible if you're capable of doing it, but not everyone can, and it's not easy, you know? Yeah, the Lord's judgment is bringing down the heat. If you act negative, just sip some holy water. you'll be awakened. You'll see the light. Stop complaining about the heat and start having more faith. If you're dehydrated, you're suffering through heat exhaustion. That's just you being negative, and you're basically letting the devil win. Don't do that. Yeah, it's what I heard something about that. I heard something where Trump is doing some more shit over there. That ain't good. Yeah, it's not that bad. Yeah, when I moved, it was $4.78. Now it's like $4. That's basically what it is. At its peak in South Dakota, it was $4. Yeah, beef is still a lot of money. I mean, I bought like ground beef, these 3 patties, Sam's Club. They're like $19. I mean, I could buy cheaper ground beef, but it's not much different, you know. I could buy something that's 80%, maybe a dollar or two cheaper, but it's still kind of expensive, you know. Military contractor, you can make $250. Damn, that's a pretty decent amount, I'll say. Wonder what the requirements are for that. Yeah, yep. I mean, I feel like you'll get a lot more haters when a lot of good things happen to you, you know? You'll get a lot more haters, I'll say. Yeah, the big villain. Yeah, and there's a lot of times you didn't really do much wrong, you know? Third Crusades. Yeah, they'll be against that. I mean, I guess if someone is, say, makes a lot more money and acts like a different person, acts like a piece of shit to everybody, then I guess I could see why people get mad, you know? But if this person doesn't do any of that and is just the same person as they were before, and, you know, you just have jealousy, you know? That's literally what it is. I mean, you don't owe them, man. You don't have to owe people. If that's something that you made, then that's all for you, you know? So. Yeah, you Dumas, you black pillars are like, I can't work in this heat. I'm sweating too much. I had a headache. Well, guess what? I'm positive. I go out there in the heat. I'm a hard worker. I do all kinds of labor in all these weather conditions. You guys just have a lazy mindset and need to start being motivated. Because if you're not, then, you know, the devil's gonna get you and you'll become a NEET and you'll be a devil. Yeah, that's fucked up. People took advantage of you, man. Yeah, don't want to fucking, like, be involved with your family when, you know, they take advantage of you. That shit's messed up, man. Yeah, I take all kinds of gear. It makes me more, like, energetic. It makes me have my heart pounding. My veins become more vascular when I take gear out in the sun. And when I go out there on these highways in Phoenix and I do construction, I'm getting a workout. I tell people that are slowing down from the heat, I tell them to get the fuck up. There's work to be done. People need to drive on the roads. Stop saying I don't get paid enough and get your job done. Yeah, fuck that, man. Yeah, I mean, you gave her 30K and you thought she was gonna use it for like bettering her life, and she lied to you. That ain't right, you know. It's pathetic. Shit. Basic recon loadout is 380. Is that like American dollars or? Yeah, exactly. I feel like parents should prioritize their kids for the real world so they won't have to struggle. If parents didn't prioritize that, their kids will be struggling. I feel like they failed as parents. So, yeah, the real pay is the afterlife. You think you're gonna get paid in this life? Well, keep praying, keep working hard, because one day you'll be in the afterlife and you'll get rewarded. You'll be rewarded with the Last Supper with Jesus, Judas, Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, Peter. Those are the people that you'll meet in the afterlife if you work hard. Your idols will be appreciative when you do well in this life. Don't reward people for barely helping you. Yeah, I wouldn't. Why would you reward people that hardly helped you in life, you know? That made your life worse. That doesn't make sense. Oh, pounds weight? Oh, I see. Yeah, that's heavy, man. That's heavy fucking gun right there. I wouldn't be able to lift that shit. They probably got all kinds of strength with that one. Imagine doing that like in some brutal weather and combat. It's just stressful, you know. A lot of times over some government greed. Yeah, that's terrible, man. That's terrible that your dad just pressured you at a very young age, or you'll get kicked out. You know that isn't right. Yeah, I mean, people are gonna have kids, you know. I mean, I guess they could have a good life, you know, but I guess like if they do have a bad life and they don't take care of them, it's like I gotcha movement, you know, kind of thing. Yeah, a lot of people are unaware of that, man. That's what that is. Yeah, that was the incentive. Yeah, just to get power and conquer the world. More children, the more they can have their soldiers and stuff. Yeah, I don't think that, I think it's a little bit of both. I think there's a lot of people that don't really consider the risk that much, and there is people that know there is risks of having kids, and they do it because they don't want to feel alone, or they want to carry their bloodline. All those reasons, you know. So yeah, because they don't want to be called out. That's what they're doing, you know. So yeah, all the armor, rations, ammo, and weapons. Yeah, that'll add up to like 400 pounds right there. Yeah, that's heavy. I don't know how they can carry all that shit, man. In war, that's something. I mean, yeah, I feel like you have the right judgment. I feel like you were scammed from toxic parents. You know, they didn't treat you right. Made the right judgment. What's up, Weedus Heat? Yeah, I mean, that's good that you're able to get out of it, though. You know, that's good. Yeah, you don't have to like them. I'm the outlier. Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I guess I'm kind of like outcast in my family, to be honest. Yeah, more around family and strangers. Yeah, because you know what they did to you. You know, that's pretty much what it is. Strangers, they didn't really do anything. You know, it's just people you never met before. Yeah, that's something that you don't deserve or ask for. Medical issues, man. That shit's a lot of that shit's out of your control. You know, it's fucking hard to deal with. It's hard to like maintain like the treatment and trying to like say take medication for it or whatever it is. You know, it's almost like a unnecessary chore in a way. Yeah, I'm in the dark because I worship Satan. When I see the light, I start to disintegrate. But nah, I just don't want to turn the light on because it's very bright. I don't know. I don't know if my roommate would want that on. So yeah, that will do it though. Yeah, a lot a lot of weight can actually do more like strain on your knees, your ankles, uh, all that stuff. Excess weight. Yeah, yep. I always have to. Yeah. I mean, I like my roommate. He's pretty cool. I'll say. Um, yeah, I try to be considerate when I'm living with people. You know. So that's bullshit. AI will create more jobs than it eliminates. I mean, you doomers need to stay more positive and stop, like, being negative and complaining. Go out there and do something. Stop watching this bullshit on TV. Yeah, I get you, man. I mean, I had horrible roommates in Philly. That was the worst roommates I had. Partied all the time. There was mice, there was rats where I lived. Um, every time I would sleep, my roommate would be fucking his girl all the fucking time, and the walls weren't like they were not soundproof enough. You know, it was hell, dude. I had college roommates though. I lived in like they're not like dorms, but they were like apartments kind of. I was kind of a bad roommate in college. I'm not gonna lie. I was one time there was this one guy that he said you could drink a little bit of this whiskey or something, and then when he left, I was drunk and I drank the whole thing, and then the next day I was passed out drunk and this guy fucking yelled and screamed. He's like, "Whoever drank this my liquor, I'm gonna fuck you up and shit." And then I woke up and I told him, "Hey, chill. I'll give you $10 about it." And then he calmed down. I gave him $10, and then he never treated me the same after that, which is understandable, you know, because I did that shit. But other than that college shit, like I I dealt with bad roommates just trying to pay bills and rent and stuff like that. Yeah, you had mostly negative experiences with roommates. Yeah, it's hard to find a compatible roommate, man. It's not easy. Different personalities in the room, nitpicking constantly. Uh, it's hard to find like your peace and quiet sometimes. It can be hard. Yeah, they were the Indian dudes. Yep. Like they weren't like bullies, but like they were just like obnoxious. Like they were just not mindful, and they weren't respecting my stuff. Like the one dude stole my chicken breast 2 times, and I had to tell him like, dude, like something's gonna happen to you, you know. And then he got scared, I guess. So mine kept robbing me. Yeah, that's fucked up, man. You're trying to live with roommates to like make your situation better because it's expensive to live on your own, like by yourself. But when you live with somebody, they gotta do some stupid shit like that, making it worse. That's terrible, man. That you dealt with that. Can't imagine like a roommate just robbing your shit. You know, horrible. Absolutely horrible. I mean, that's one reason I do miss my South Dakota apartment. If it was just transferred down here, I would love it, you know. But yeah, I mean, I like this roommate though. He's cool. I think we can get along and stuff, you know. He was friends with your parents? Damn, that's fucking even worse. Then he'll try to make you feel like you're the bad guy and you're lying that he robbed your shit. That's terrible. Can't imagine that, man. 2023? Damn, and that must have been a bad experience there. Random roommate or someone that you knew? Yeah, I feel that, man. I would I was looking for my own place when I was checking out Arizona, but my student loans kind of make it kind of difficult, you know. So the only way I wanted to get out of South Dakota was with a roommate, and that's how I did it, you know. Fucking sucks. Like if I didn't have my student loans, I would get my own place. Because the cost of living here is higher than South Dakota with the housing. So yeah, you could tell me that story tomorrow, man. That must have been brutal. That shit. I'll be sitting there with my popcorn while you telling me it. Yeah, that shit sucks, man. Damn, your guitar collection. I would get so fucking pissed if someone took like one of my best copes to deal with life, you know? That's fucking terrible, man. Nah, fucking people. I can understand why people would just live in their cars, cause you know, why risk living with those type of roommates? You know what I mean? Oh damn! Yeah, was that serious? Yeah, that's good that you moved out then. That guy definitely was trying to press your buttons while you're just trying to live and fucking save or whatever, you know. Damn, stole 15K? That's fucking insane, man. Yeah, people are something else, some loser shit right there. Yeah, tell me about tomorrow, man. I'm willing to hear out that situation. That shit sucks. Yeah, true. Yeah, people do it at the expense of others. There's people that are moochers all the time. They rather get ahead by using people. But yeah, at the same time, people try to do their best to survive without fucking people over. You know, it's not it's not an easy thing to do. Damn, that fucking sucks, man. Was this like a random roommate, Dark Fury, or is this like some that had to be a person that you kind of knew because your your roommate was friends with your parents. The old survival excuse my neighbors told me. They are just trying to survive once. They have fancy dishes inside the cabinet, so yeah, they are not just surviving. Yeah, yeah, people like to lie, man. That's what that is, too. Yeah, that's just the devil lighting it up for me. That's what that is. Yeah. He was well known in the family. Oh, that's even worse, man. Fuck that. Definitely can't get along with family after that situation. That's terrible. Most people that say they are surviving are so far from anything detrimental. Yeah, I guess some people don't realize other people what they're going through, you know? Could be worse. Yeah, that is like a emergency fund right there. 15K. That's imagine if like something uh like health catastrophe happened to you, you know? That would have helped you out, right? They don't consider that type of shit, those type of people. Gen Z's most educated generation. I mean, I feel like a lot of them can be educated more with the technology and I guess going to school, you know? I guess that makes sense. You have the information on the top of your finger, and then you got school. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I feel like there's a catch to that, though, what you were saying. Yeah, there's a lot of morons out there, you know? I agree. Yeah, that shit does fucking suck, man. Yeah, it's not enough to live like by yourself, just making 1850 in a lot of places. Yeah, like a lot of expenses too, or yeah, yeah, capitalism can get abused and can create more of a gap, I'll say. Yeah, just leave it to the Lord. If you have problems in this life, just keep praying to the Lord. Because eventually Jesus is going to come and heal you. Jesus is coming back. If you keep being optimistic and feeling hopeful, Jesus will come and save you. Yeah, yeah, because I think majority will feel that way, you know? I don't, I think the thing is, like, people don't understand why people would think that way, you know? Like, what makes them struggle in life where it affects their quality, you know? It's what people don't really try to consider when people are having these ideations, you know? They don't want to sit down and try to understand, like, what you're going through with something like that, you know? They go straight to, like, medication, or you gotta see a therapist all the time, you know? It takes effort to show empathy towards people like that, you know? And a lot of people don't have that energy a lot of times. Cell plasma. Yeah, that sucks, man. That's terrible. Probably have to pay to get plasma done too, right? Or is that free, actually? Yeah. I think there's people out there that are living like heaven, and there's people that are living like hell more, you know? I feel like the world is kind of more unfair, you know? Is what I. That's kind of like my view on life, you know? Yeah, you get it for free. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, one income isn't enough, though. Back in the day, you would be able to just have one income and have more buying power. Now it's not like that. You need like two, three as a single person. Two if you're like, if you have somebody, you know, dual income. 400 extra a month. Yeah, at least it's something, I guess, right? But still, still should be paid more, you know? I think. Yeah, a lot of people think having kids will make them happy and it gives them a purpose. And a lot of times it's all about them when people want children, you know? Yeah, I feel that, man. I feel good to have the Discord back again, too. Talk about stuff, you know? I mean, we have our disagreements and we have different views, you know, but it's good to vent and try to have conversations about similar things, you know? I think that's what it's good for a lot of times. Can't really talk about this stuff in real life with anybody, you know? Kind of hard. Unless you want to meet people on YouTube. So, yeah, that's crazy. I remember dropping Melancholy. He's from Florida. He said some shit like that. You can just have like a McDonald's job and have your own studio. Now, if you have a McDonald's job, you would have to have like a couple more jobs to have a studio. Probably may not, actually. You may have to have roommates still or live with your parents. Unless you live in a cost of living like South Dakota, but then you're gonna not have like as much quality in a lot of things, you know? It doesn't offer a lot. So, what's up, Gatchin? Yeah, that's not right, man. Should have discussed it with you, you know? That shit's fucking serious right there. Right when you're enlisting, too. That's like a fucking bad move right there. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Especially like if you're working like the working class, you know? That shit's becoming a bigger gap. And yeah, people say try to learn a skill and stuff like that, but it's not easy, you know? Not everyone could do certain things and it costs money a lot of times, you know? But I guess it can be good if people are capable of making more money, you know? If it's worth the opportunity. Damn, 2K a month in Oregon? Yeah, that's fucking high, man. I mean, that's Oregon for you. That sounds like a high cost of living area. I do realize, like, if you want more out of things, it's gonna cost more, you know? Like California, that offers a lot. The weather, things to do, all that shit. That's gonna cost a lot. A place like South Dakota or Nebraska, that's not gonna cost as much as them, you know? But you're not gonna get as much. That's kind of like what that. Yeah, never work hard for the world. Yeah, if they give you false promises and stuff. I mean, yeah, you don't want to work so hard to the point where you burn out and feel like shit, you know. And that's all you're getting out of it. You just try your best, and that's all you can do when you're working at a job, you know. That's what I try to do. There's times where I'm stressed out this pool job. There's times where like I get frustrated. I have to tell myself like act your wage, you know. That helps. It's good to tell yourself that when things get hard at a job, you know. And it's hard for me at times because I was raised from a blue collar family. My dad taught me to work hard and have this work ethic, you know. 'Cause my dad's a workaholic. He'll work like 6 days a week till sundown all the time. So yeah, pretty much. I mean, it's basically the same bird with you know with the two wings. You know, it's literally the same shit. That's why I don't really vote, to be honest. What's anti-grav mechanics? What's that? Yeah, that's terrible, man. That's something that you didn't have to go through. That hardship right there. That's unnecessary. From all because you have unsupportive parents. You know, don't deserve that, man. Anti gravity. Okay, I see. Hmm. What's that do with the weapon though? He hasn't been active in a while. Yeah, he's probably getting tired of Rant Man trying to do his no life shit, trying to dox him. You know, that's just immature shit. Every freaking time. I don't get what he's trying to get out of it. You know, it's some sort of revenge. Like I don't understand. Yeah, told to work hard, and you know, I feel like it's not guaranteed. His channel's still up. Yeah, he's probably gonna put videos up. Maybe he's taking a break. I don't know. It's an idea. Let me go back to that. Like for like the weapons, right? Yeah, I like Javel the Doomer. Shout out to him. He makes good videos. Uh, I haven't been watching him in a while, but he had videos that were up, and I don't know if he took them down or he put them on private or he he put them like on Rumble or something. But I like a lot of his videos. There's a lot of videos that are very good. What he talks about. Shout out to him. Been watching him since like a year and a half ago. He's been making good videos, good content. Especially with the neuropillar, not yeah, neuropill. I mean, that's some real shit what he talks about there. Yeah, that's insane. Yeah. Didn't you say your grandma was more understanding than the rest of your family, though? Oh, never mind. Never mind. Stayed homeless. Yeah, terrible, man. That's fucking terrible. Yeah, can't even interact with that type of family like that. Yeah, Rant Man the zombie. I mean, basically he is like that, you know. I don't understand, you know. I always say this all the time. I liked Rant Man when I had that old Discord, you know. We had some good conversations. Then all the fucking sudden he just wants to bully others all the fucking time. I don't get it. What are you gonna get out of it? Nothing. You're literally getting nothing out of it. Oh, I see. I think I did that before with the magnets because um, because it's a positive and a negative kind of clenched together, you know. But when it's a positive, they don't. It's hard to put. You have to put force into it or something, right? I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Or servants. Yeah. Well, guess what? She ain't gonna get that. That's for sure. Performance. Yeah, it sounded like some using. You don't know them their personal history, like how they grew up or anything like that. Yeah, I mean, the UFOs is just a military aircraft, and I think the problem with that is it's just like they're not telling the people what they're doing with it. You know, why is it gotta be top secret? Why is the government gotta make it so top secret for its people? We pay our tax dollars towards the military. You know, we should have the right to know what they're doing. You know, instead of people making all these assumptions. You know what they're doing. Yeah, pretend until you're able to get out, I guess, right? Resort more force needed. I see. Yeah, it sounds like sound like kinetic energy, kind of. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to feel bad for a family that makes you narcissistic, you know? Yeah, he's from the UK, yep. Rant Man, yep. I mean, he had a lot of good videos, you know? He had a lot of good videos, and then all of a sudden he wants to become a bully, that guy. It's unnecessary. It's just it's just nonsense. Yeah, more force makes more damage. Yep. Makes sense. Especially like if you weigh more and you're dropping from like 30 feet up in the air, you're gonna have more damage than someone that doesn't weigh as much, I guess, right? Yeah, they do hide a lot, and they shouldn't. We work and we have our tax dollars go to nonsense, and they should tell us about it, but they don't because they know that the people are gonna get mad. So, yeah, it's interesting, man. The cure. I don't know if I believe in that though. I don't know if the government knows everything. I do think the government withholds a lot of stuff though, especially the military and like how they spend their government spending. You know, that's the thing about the government. People don't trust the government so much. They think like, you know, they may have the cure to cancer, right? It's just which I don't think they do. I think that's very hard to. I don't think you'll ever find the cure to cancer. That shit's that shit is very hard to pinpoint the cause. A lot of times. Quality weed, don't blame you, man. If you get that quality weed, you'll stay high, you know? Yeah, been a cure for AIDS for years. Yeah, yep. It could be because of money thing too. That's messed up, I'll say. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think there is a cure to cancer. I don't think we can solve everything as humans, you know? I just don't think it's possible. UFC? Probably not, man. I mean, I don't have the money to pay for a subscription. Who do you have in the fight? Yeah. You guys need to stop blaming the government. You guys need to stop blaming the elite. You guys need to stop playing victim and start getting a job. Stop saying my tax dollars. Stop saying I'm not getting paid enough. Stop saying all this bullshit. Go out there and work hard. That's just what you gotta do, and stop with this bullshit. Focus on yourself. Yeah. Yeah, baby. Before it spreads, I guess, maybe, right? The. What were you saying? The CRISPR tech? Maybe it can remove it before it spreads, but. That's the thing with cancer. It's like you gotta catch it on time or something. Alright, I'll see you a couple of beers. Yeah, we'll hang out tomorrow sometime. We'll have some good talks. Yeah, it could be a money thing too. Yep. That's what that is. You guys need to find a way to cure your negativity. Saying all this bullshit online, like, you know what cures that? Going to church, having some faith, working hard, having 10 jobs, be grateful, keep looking at how beautiful this life is. That's the cure of negativity. Stop questioning, stop complaining, and just be grateful that you're here. You asked to be born. Yeah, they aren't disturbed because they're about themselves, that type of family. Yeah, it is crazy because you would think your parent loves you for the rest of your life, but there's those toxic parents aren't like that. Yeah, I rather try to be more realistic, but I tend to lean more pessimistic a lot of times with stuff. I don't try to be so pessimistic where it's like irrational either, you know? Same thing with optimism. It's all that same shit. That's interesting. Yeah, they need to try it on humans and see if it works, the ones that have cancer. Yeah, a lot of it's fucking money a lot of times. To be fair, if my kid does something dumb and gets hurt after I taught, yeah, I guess it depends. guess it depends, I guess, what they get hurt by, you know? Another thing you guys need to start doing is having children. That'll make you have a purpose. That'll make you feel happy. You won't be just sitting there saying, "Oh, I'm lonely." Go out have a child. Having a child will cure your loneliness. Yeah. Yeah, it depends on the situation, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there is families out there that do take care of their kids right, and their kids mess up, you know, to the point where they act reckless, they're douchey to their parents. I don't think that's good, you know. So, yeah, they'll say they did a lot for you by bringing you here. Yeah, that's enough for them to say that. Yeah, they do. I mean, when you have children, you'll be working a lot more. That's for sure. Because you gotta prioritize taking care of your kids first, then you prioritize yourself. But I guess if the parents have issues of their own, they prioritize their health and their kids at the same time, you know. Yeah, they try to scam you. Yeah, F them, man. Yeah, they can stress you out, yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of people don't realize when they have children. They don't realize it can really stress them out, and if you are really prone to stress, like that can really affect you, you know, and like a lot of times these parents get stressed out, they put their stress out on their kids and that can hurt them, you know. And that's the problem. All right. Yeah, I got you, man. Try the screenshot. Man, it was almost like I forgot the screenshot. I don't even know how to use this phone anymore. Yeah, I think if you abuse your kids emotionally, physically, sexually, like they should go take time in prison, man. I still do think like a lot of people think it will be radical, but I think parents should have a license to have kids, you know? I really do think that. I mean, you have to have a license to drive a car, right? You need to have a license to, like, say, if you want to be a master plumber, you know, might as well do that having children. But that'll never be like implemented in society because people will think it's too radical. So. Yeah, I mean, I guess it could be the kids, and it could be from the parents teaching them, you know, the bad behavior and stuff. It's probably a mix of both, you know. I mean, all because the kids were raised by bad parents doesn't mean the kids should act that way, you know. That's for sure. Yeah. I mean, I think the more educated, I think it's better, you know. More people would be uh, thinking more about that they should have kids or not, you know. Yeah, live for a little bit. But what's up, Black Hole? Well, it is declining in first world countries. I mean, look at Russia. They're cracking down on people that are watching child free shit or like or say, like the anti-natalism, if that's around there, or just, or like the LGBTQT, you know? They're cracking that down. That's very radical what they're doing, you know? And they're being radical with that pro-life shit. You can't dictate people on not, I mean, having children, you know? That's the same thing with the other way around, you know? So, 190 live? Damn. Did a lot of live streams, man, over the years with the channel. Yeah, 1 hour early. I think it might be 2 hours early for you. You live in the Midwest, right? Or it's 1:13 where I'm at. Yeah, the economy isn't at its best right now, I'll say. Yeah, it's not that easy for you to raise yourself, you know. High expectations sound like your family had for you. The idiocracy crisis. Yeah, I think there is such a thing. Spend 10 minutes. Yeah, I'll probably get off pretty soon. Not yet, though. So. Yeah, yep. Stupid is outbreeding intelligence. Oh, great, man. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm the most intelligent, you know. There's a lot of things I don't know, right? I can be stupid at times, but, you know. It's good, man. Looks like you had a good live stream on your channel. Yeah, it's a real thing. Yeah, I believe it, too. I mean, social media is making the crisis worse, probably. Yeah, yep. You can kind of see what's coming with that. Yeah, you gotta know more. You gotta work harder. Learn everything. Raise children. Get a wife. Stop being lazy and sleepy. Get a job. Stop saying I'm getting bit by bugs out in the heat. Like, go get some bug spray. Get some sunscreen. Wear a hat. Work hard. Stop saying I'm dehydrated. I'm feeling heat exhaustion. I don't want to do this blue collar job anymore. Stop, like, quitting right at the spot because that's gonna make the company not make profits. Yeah, yeah. What's up, Battle? What's going on, man? Yeah, it must be pretty late for you over there in the East Coast. I know that time. It's like 4 over there, right? Yeah, work till you're buried. Yeah, hopefully I don't have to do that. That's like my dad. My dad's doing shit like that. Why are you in the park in the middle of the night, Black Hole? You should be going to sleep so you could get to work. Why are you staying up so late? Don't you have a job to go to? You should be in your room sleeping so you can feel refreshed and you could clock in and you can bend over for the boss. Like, why are you doing this bullshit? Because if you stay up in the middle of the night, there's a likely chance you'll say, I'm gonna call out, I'm sick. That's bullshit, dude. I feel that, man. It's probably pretty peaceful over there in the middle of the night, the park. Don't have to hear a lot of noise and shit. Your toxic family gets mad and will ban you if you make it clear you won't reward them. Yeah, yep, they expect rewards out of you, but, you know, if they don't reciprocate, then why reward them? Pretty much.
You don't have a job? Well, I can help you. There's construction job hiring right now. They need pipe layers. Need a guy that is able to lift 100 pounds. A guy that is willing to stand and walk for 12 hours a day. The, you'll get paid $5 an hour. Don't sit there and say, oh, that's not enough money. If you need a job, get it.
Yeah. More likely for future retirement than last generation. Yeah, I mean, the retirement age is going to go up. That's what they're trying to do. They're saying that people are being more mobile than ever. Something, man. Yeah, you don't have to care about that, man. You don't have to like them. It's up to you if you want to like them or not. Yeah, I mean, if they're nightmares, you don't want to you don't want to like them and show empathy to them.
Yeah, even Pilot Shay knows. Like, there's factory jobs paying $5 an hour. Black hole. What you waiting for? Apply. They'll train without experience. You'll get your benefits in 4 months if you work there. What are you waiting for? Be grateful your parents didn't abort you, because you're experiencing how beautiful this life is. You're meeting all kinds of beautiful people. You're seeing the nature. You're seeing how the world is building up. And the only thing is, like, if you're born into this world and you meet people that are negative and they're saying that it's collapsing, and you'll meet people that say don't have children, it's selfish, and they say, like, be a need, like, you'll be a demon. But you'll be okay, Black Hole. Just keep pushing.
Fuck, man. Uh,
Too much doomish shit. Just messing with my mind. Sometimes I need to, like, snap out of it. Like, go in the bathroom and just turn on the sink and splash water in my face and just say, "Wake up! Don't think negative." That's literally what I do. Yeah, these doomers need to take notes on how to live positively and be optimistic. I know you taking a lot of notes, Shay. I see in your notebook you're living more positively.
yeah, that's bullshit, man. A family should take care of you no matter how old you are.
Yeah, not today, saying you're not gonna bring me down to hell tonight. Because tomorrow I'm working at my oil rig job. I'm gonna be there for 2 weeks. I'm not gonna see my children. I'm not even gonna communicate with my wife. My ex-wife, I mean.
Yeah, they are cowards, man. They didn't prioritize taking care of you. They scammed you. They lied to you, manipulated you, control you. They didn't care that you were homeless. They didn't help you out when you needed it. They are cowards.
You know, the worst type of people I hate dealing with? Neats. They just stay in their room, and you try to knock on their door and you just hear some weird sounds, and you just want to try to knock on their door and tell them, like, did you get a job yet? And they just keep using their left hand, and I don't understand. That just kind of creeps me out, you know? Makes me want to stay away from a need. And then a black pillow, you'll see them like with your eyes. You could just tell that's a black pillow. You don't. They say life's determined. I'm defeated. They always check their height all the time with their measuring tape. They always look at their face, and you want to stay away from those people. And then anti-woka like just complains about the pay and there's no benefits, no promotions. The job market, I can't get a job. Stay away from anti-wokas. Another types of people you want to stay away from is nonconformists. You don't want to be around them because if you're around them, you'll be like them. You don't want to get married. You don't want to have children. I don't want a big house. I don't want a status.
Yeah, just do things that you like to do for your own good, instead of trying to impress like society. So I feel like when there's a lot of people that try and impress other people or society in general, they're not content. They're faking it just to be accepted. That's literally what it is. A lot of times. So yeah, I'll be making some videos tomorrow and Sunday though. So stay tuned with them. Might try my mic, see if it's good, because I know some people watch my videos and they say the audio isn't that good. So I'm going to try to test it out. So yeah, yep. I mean, I think everybody has an ego, but there's people out there that get too egotistical, and it basically puts other people down, acting that way. I'll admit, there's times where I have an ego. I have to chill out sometimes. So, but there's people out there that are consistently like that. Those type of people you want to stay away from. You gotta get something to snack on. I feel that, man. That's what I got, a cigarette to smoke. Yeah, I mean, I would show my face, but I would have to turn that light on. Pretty much. It's dark out here. Yeah, it's nice at night in Arizona, though. It's pretty good weather, I'll say, but during the day, it gets very hot. Yeah, they can. That's why I'm trying to cut back. I'm trying not to do it, but it can get hard sometimes, we'll say. I did do it for a little bit when I moved here, but when that shit happened with my car, where my blown tire got messed up, and part of my rear bumper kind of got chipped off. I was smoking again, and I'm gonna try to cut back again. So I mean, there's nothing wrong with having your own opinions, and there's nothing wrong with having biases. That tells you who you really are, and you stand by what you believe in. I think those are good things. I think that's different than being egotistical. Those are different. Yeah, air conditioner could be loud, man. That's for sure. Need to visit your friend in Flagstaff. That's cool. I live like like 3 hours from Flagstaff. I was up in Payson. That area was pretty cool, I'll say. I remember the story I've been stressed along with you saying. Yeah, I mean, I didn't get that on my own. I heard that from the internet somewhere. Loneliness is can make you feel older, man. Can make you feel more stressed. And the thing is, there's a lot of people that are dealing with loneliness and they pick that smoking habit up, you know? So that adds on. So 4 a.m. Where you're at? Yeah, it's like 3 hours ahead. Yeah, I'll try to go live tomorrow. Maybe I'll go live a couple of beers tomorrow. That'll be kind of a cool one. We'll have some conversations doing a live stream. Be hanging out tomorrow. So I'll try to do some videos tomorrow too. So politician? What do you mean? Is he he talks a lot of politics a lot? Yeah, they can be relaxing, yeah. I know I had a college roommate. Uh, he would set up his small fan, and he would sleep very good with it. Even though for me it was fucking loud as shit. It was hard to sleep when I was around. Yeah, it's like the rain. Like the rain, like can calm you down, especially when you're sleeping or taking a nap. It's like soothing. Political speaker. What's he? If you don't mind me asking, is he like more conservative, or is he like a Democrat, or is he more like libertarian? I mean, to me, like, I don't like talk about politics all the time because people can get hostile with their policies and stuff. But I mean, if people can have like a decent conversation about it, then I wouldn't mind talking about it, you know? So, yeah, stress can make you want to start smoking a lot of times. It really can. Especially if you're living in a toxic home environment where it's unbearable, you know, and it's like you need to have that time and peace, and to relieve that stress, you pick up the smoking, you know. Yeah, I know that feeling, man. I was like that when I became homeless. Uh, I I picked up some smoking, and I was smoking like a chimney when I was so stressed out. It was bad. Yeah, anything that stresses you out just affects your mental, like, and you were a smoker or you do smoking, you'll there's a chance like you'll be picking it up and just like smoking a lot, you know. To be just hard to deal with. Yeah, I believe it, man. You were in combat over there, right? That had to be so stressful. That's like unnecessary stress right there. Fighting for a country, and it's not guaranteed that they'll help you when you're done, you know? But I get it though. I mean, if you join the military, you're trying to get income, that makes sense, you know? That's what a lot of people do when they join. Because it can potentially be beneficial financially, but I guess not everybody, you know? Yeah, that had to be something else, man. Seriously. It's kind of good I didn't join because I know I wouldn't be well enough. I was considering it after I dropped out of school. I talked to a recruiter and stuff, and I was in that stage where I just didn't know what I want. I still don't know what I want, but I just even more then, you know. Probably do one more smoke and then go head out. And then see. Everybody's got no more American spirits. Damn. That's it for me then. That's all right. I'll get maybe another one tomorrow or something. That's okay. But I think I'm gonna head out. I think. Yeah, I'll do some videos tomorrow and Sunday, and I'll see if I can do a live stream tomorrow with a couple of beers, or maybe do a live stream by myself. I don't know, but